Okay, so if you're anything like me, you've probably had those moments, right? Totally swamped by stress. And then you think about meditation, and immediately it's like, nope, just don't have the time. It's such a common thing. Our sources were saying it's nearly 80% of adults feeling daily stress. Yet so many of us have this idea, this belief, that mindfulness needs these like long, quiet, uninterrupted sessions. But what if I told you the secret wasn't hours, but maybe just 5 minutes? Yeah, like literally 5 minutes of mindful meditation can make a real difference. So today, that's what we're diving into, the power of micro meditations. These little bite-sized mindfulness hacks you can use, well, pretty much anytime, anywhere.
Exactly. And in this deep dive, we've really looked at the sources you mentioned to figure out, okay, what are these micro meditations? But more importantly, what's the science? Why do they actually work, even when they're so short? It's surprisingly effective. We'll show you how you can weave them into your day, even the busiest ones, with really simple, practical techniques. So by the end, you'll have this toolkit, basically. 5-minute strategies to handle stress, get more focused, and just find a bit more calm, no matter how crazy life gets.
Okay, let's unpack this then. Micro meditations. We're not talking about sitting down for, 20 minutes, half an hour, like traditional meditation.
Okay.
These are short, really brief, laser-focused mindfulness exercises, often just, 1 to 5 minutes. And the whole point is they're designed to be quick, super accessible, and, well, surprisingly powerful. But what's actually going on inside us, in our brains and bodies, during these tiny breaks that makes such a difference?
Ugh, that's where it gets really interesting. The sources we looked at point to something fascinating. It's not just about calming down in the moment. These short bursts actually help disrupt the brain's default mode network. That's the part of your brain that's active when you're mind wandering, maybe ruminating, stressing out. Even just a 60-second pause can act like a kind of neural speed bump. It just pulls you out of that automatic, often anxious thought pattern. And physiologically, even these brief moments, they kickstart your parasympathetic nervous system. That's your rest and digest system. It tells your body it's okay to calm down. So it helps lower cortisol. That's the main stress hormone. Can slow your heart rate, lower blood pressure. Think of it like a tiny workout for the part of your brain that regulates emotions and focus, the prefrontal cortex.
Yeah.
You're gradually building new pathways, sort of making calm the easier option over time. It's like a little mini reset.
A neural speed bump. I love that. I can totally see needing that sometimes. Like, picture this. You're stuck in traffic. We've all been there. That frustration starts creeping up. Instead of letting it spiral, you could actually use this right then. If it's safe, close your eyes, take maybe 5 deep, slow breaths. Really focus just on the feeling of breathing in and out. That short pause, that speed bump you mentioned. It can genuinely calm your nervous system right down. It can shift your whole mindset from, totally agitated to something a bit more grounded.
Exactly.
It's not like you're going to achieve total enlightenment in a traffic jam, but it's about creating that small break in the stress cycle. That feels important.
It really is. And now that we kind of get the what's and the why, the science part, the key to actually doing this regularly is something called habit stacking. It sounds fancy, but it's simple. You just anchor these little mindful moments onto things you already do every single day. You're not trying to magically find new time. You're just, repurposing moments that are already there.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense because honestly, the biggest hurdle for most people, myself included, is feeling like you need to carve out this extra dedicated time slot. So what are some really practical ways to actually stack these habits? How do we weave them in?
Well, the sources had some great suggestions. Start simple, like with your morning routine. For a morning micro meditation, before you even swing your legs out of bed, just spend 2 minutes. Focus on your breath or do a really quick body scan. Just notice where you feel tight and consciously try to let it go. It just sets a different tone for the day.
I like that. Simple start. What about during the workday? That's when things often feel most crunched for time.
Yeah, definitely. For a work break micromeditation, maybe set a quiet timer or just use a natural pause point every couple of hours. Close your eyes for a minute, take a few deep breaths, or try noticing, say, 5 things you can see around you, 5 things you can hear, 5 things you can feel. It's just a quick way to sort of break up that constant mental churn.
And those little moments in between, like waiting for the kettle to boil or standing in line somewhere, can those work too?
Absolutely. Those are perfect opportunities for what you could call a transition micromeditation. Use those tiny pockets of time. Mindful breathing, a quick grounding exercise. You're basically turning that dead time, that waiting time, into a little moment of recharge.
That idea really changed my afternoons. They used to just be this blur of back-to-back calls and tasks. And look, some days, I admit, I still just want to doom scroll on my phone between meetings.
Sure, we all do.
But I noticed on the days I actually made myself take just like 3 minutes between calls to close my eyes, breathe, and just reset, the difference was huge. I felt less scattered, definitely more focused afterwards. It's not, a magic wand for a packed schedule, but those tiny pauses genuinely became my secret weapon against feeling totally burned out.
Okay, so let's get even more hands-on. We pulled out 5 really straightforward micro-meditation techniques from the sources. You could literally try any of these today. They take, 3 to 5 minutes max, and you don't need anything special.
Right. First one, focus breathing. Super simple. Sit comfortably, maybe close your eyes, and just focus on your breath. A really common method is the 4-4-4 count. You inhale for a count of 4, hold your breath gently for 4, and then exhale slowly for 4. Just do that maybe 5 times. That rhythm, it sends a signal to your nervous system to just calm down. It centers your mind, creates that immediate neural speed bump. Nice and simple. Then there's the body scan. This one's great for reconnecting with your physical self. You start maybe at your feet and slowly bring your attention up through your body, to your legs, your torso, arms, head. The key is just noticing sensations, maybe warmth, coolness, tension, tingling, whatever's there, without judging it. It's amazing how much tension you could just let go of when you actually notice it. Plus, it really boosts your body awareness.
Technique number 3 is mindful observation. For this, you just pick an object nearby, anything. Could be a plant, your mug, a pen on your desk, and you just spend a few minutes really looking at it. Notice the colors, the textures, the shape, how the light hits it. Really get specific. This is fantastic for anchoring you right here in the present moment. Pulls your focus away from all that internal chatter.
Okay, fourth one, the gratitude pause. This is so simple but effective. Close your eyes, take a breath, and silently name 3 things you feel genuinely grateful for right now. Could be big things, small things, anything. The sources really emphasize how this instantly shifts your focus away from stress or what's wrong towards positivity. It's a quick mood booster and helps build resilience, like leveraging a bit of positive psychology on the fly.
And the 5th one we pulled out is a grounding exercise. This is great when you feel anxious or maybe a bit overwhelmed. Just feel your feet flat on the floor. Really notice the contact points. Feel the support beneath you. You can even imagine little roots growing down from your feet into the earth, anchoring you. It sounds a bit out there maybe, but it really helps promote a feeling of stability and calm when things feel shaky.
Yeah, and it's worth mentioning, I think, that while sure you can use apps or set reminders, and those can be super helpful, especially at the start, the real power comes when these become just a natural part of your day's rhythm. Like you don't need a reminder to brush your teeth, right? Eventually, these can feel just as automatic. Before we wrap things up, I wanted to share a couple of quick stories from the sources. Real examples to show how this actually works for people. There was Sarah, described as a super busy mom, juggling work, kids, everything. She felt she definitely didn't have time to meditate, but she started doing micro-meditations while waiting for her kids at soccer practice. Just a few minutes of mindful breathing in the car. And she found it made a huge difference. She felt calmer, more present, even on those really chaotic days.
Yeah, and another one was James, a colleague mentioned in one source. He was really struggling with that afternoon slump, low energy, lots of tension building up at his desk. So he started doing a simple body scan meditation during his lunch break, just for a few minutes. And after just a few weeks, he noticed he had better focus in the afternoon and way less tension in his neck and shoulders. He called it his daily reset button. It helped him recalibrate, tap back into that calmer, more focused state.
So what does all this mean for you listening right now? Let's sum it up. Micro meditations. They're short, they're really effective, and they're designed to fit into your busy life. They work by calming your nervous system, interrupting that default stress mode, lowering stress hormones, and just helping you feel more grounded. By weaving these little moments in, consistently using simple things like focused breathing or a body scan, you create these pockets of calm and clarity. It's truly not about finding hours. It's about the consistency, the intention. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. it genuinely adds up. It can actually start to rewire your brain over time. So here's a challenge for you from this deep dive. Just pick one micro meditation technique we talked about today that kind of resonated with you, and just try it. Commit to 5 minutes each day for the next week. Set a reminder on your phone, or maybe tie it to brushing your teeth or that first cup of coffee, and then just notice. See what happens. Pay attention to your stress levels, your mood, your focus. See if you feel a shift.
And that leads to maybe a final thought, a question for you to chew on after this. How might these really brief moments, if you consistently weave them into the fabric of your daily life, how might they not just offer immediate relief from stress, but actually start to fundamentally rewire your baseline, shifting your default setting towards calm and focus over the long run, making peace less of an escape you have to find time for and more just how you are?